What's going on, everybody? Cody Pasby here with you. Brand new segment we're debuting here on Mojobreak Media. Every Friday, we are bringing you the Hobby Stars of the Week. 5, maybe 6, 7, I don't know, depends on the mood I'm in. Stars, athletes that you probably know some of these guys, people you've been collecting for the last year, you know, the big rookies and all that, or maybe new stars and new products that are coming out, and maybe some old stars that you've forgotten about. Who is hot in sports, and of course, who you should keep an eye on if you're collecting. Let's get things started. First up, an oldie but a goodie, Buster Posey. That guy. Yeah, I know you haven't really thought about him since those 3 World Series titles, the MVP, you got a Rookie of the Year. There was a time where he was the best catcher in all of baseball. It wasn't even a question. But 2-3 years ago, things started to fall off. He had that hip injury. 2019 was just a year where he was trying to come back, build up his strength. Didn't really look like the Buster of old. Looked like, hey, maybe this is over. Takes a year off for personal reasons in 2020. But in 2021, a year of rest has done that guy good. I know he's not among the league leaders in all of baseball right now because he doesn't qualify with the amount of at-bats he's had. But among players who have at least 80 at-bats in baseball, he's first in batting average. He is third in on-base percentage, second in slugging percentage, 9th in Fangraphs WAR. He's second in weighted runs created plus. Right now, and I'm sorry to anyone who loves Ronald Acuna Jr., I love that guy, but Buster Posey's the National League MVP right now. He's the best hitter on the best team in the National League. This guy could be a future Hall of Famer. I know there was maybe some talk that he's not going to make the Hall of Fame anymore after the bad years he had a couple years ago, and that's really kind of a mediocre stretch, but a second half career resurgence here, 3 or 4 more years of Buster Posey playing like Buster Posey. This guy is a Hall of Famer. If you've got Buster Posey in your personal collection, you should be feeling pretty good right now. This is the best he has ever looked. And if you're thinking, well, maybe I should add this guy to my personal collection, he's not that hard to come by. He's not that hard to get when it comes to his biggest cards. Buster Posey, respect for the old man. 34 years old, that's not old, but in baseball it feels like it. So respect Buster Posey. Next guy we're going to talk about, we're going back to the rookies. We're going back to basketball. We're going with Anthony Edwards. The NBA regular season is just about to wrap up. We'll have plenty of time to get into some of those young stars who are going to make an impact in the playoffs. So let's give some love to the number 1 pick in the 2020 NBA draft. First 2/3 of the season or so, Anthony Edwards looks like he was just kind of trying to feel his way through the league. In his first 42 games, he was averaging just under 17 points a game. His plus-minus was in that minus area, but he's a rookie. He's feeling his way through things, and he had that killer slam dunk that every basketball nerd had to ruin by saying, well, he only had 12 points and he was inefficient. Who gives a damn? The dunks are cool, man. Dunks are cool. Anyway, Anthony Edwards has been really good lately, if you haven't been paying attention, and so have the Minnesota Timberwolves. They kind of had that feel of like the Phoenix Suns from last year when they went on that run in the bubble, and everyone went, man, if they're get a veteran presence in that lineup, a couple of guys, couple of bodies there who are great veteran players, maybe they could be a factor in the West, and now they're maybe the best team in the West. I'm not saying Minnesota is right there with them. It's not a one-to-one comparison, but with Anthony Edwards playing the way he is, I don't think a playoff run in 2021-22 for the Minnesota Timberwolves is out of the question, especially when you look at what he's done in his last 27 games. He's averaging close to 23 points a game. His rebounds are up. His assists are up. Why did I pick 27 games? Kind of seems like an arbitrary number. Well, that was the date that LaMelo Ball got injured, or the first game that Anthony Edwards played since he got injured. I know they don't really correlate, but we were saying LaMelo Ball is pretty much a guarantee for Rookie of the Year, even with the injury. And Anthony Edwards has basically made it a race. Anthony Edwards might be now the Rookie of the Year the way he's been playing. Obviously, the 27 games he's had since, but just look at his last 10 games. This guy is playing like an all-star right now. It's exciting to watch. If you've been holding on to Anthony Edwards, waiting for that breakout, you've got to be thrilled, and I think really thrilled about his future with the Timberwolves and in the NBA come next season. All right, let's talk about another young superstar. This guy's already well established, Connor McDavid in the National Hockey League. The NHL playoffs are just around the corner. The Edmonton Oilers, a premier franchise in hockey, are set to be contenders with, of course, Connor McDavid, the far and away best player in all of hockey. I don't even think there's really a comparison right now in all of sports of just how wide a gap there is between Connor McDavid and the rest of the elite players in hockey. You could say baseball, Mike Trout, obviously, but I think even the last couple of years, there's been some young players who have sort of closed that gap. He's still the best, but I think the amount of space between McDavid and the rest of the pack in hockey, it's not really even close to anything else you see in professional sports right now. How good has this guy been? In just 55 games so far this season, he has scored 104 points. It's basically like 2 points a game. It's really good. How good is it? If you were to project that over 82 games, that's a full season, he would be tied with Steve Yzerman for 14th most in a single season. The only guys ahead of him, some guys named Lemieux and Gretzky. Connor McDavid is really, 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 really good at hockey. And look, the Edmonton Oilers may not be the number one contender for the Cup. You've got Vegas and Colorado alone out west. But if this team does make a run, and they've got him and his wingman Leon Draisaitl, so there's a pretty good chance they could do so. If they win, I think Connor McDavid should be among the most coveted and top players in all of the hobby right now. This guy is a stud. He's making history as we speak. Just see what he can do in the next full season of hockey. It's going to be disgusting. At number 4, see what it is. Time for golf. Collin Morikawa and Bryson DeChambeau specifically. You can watch our preview video of Artifacts Golf, and we're doing some breaks of Artifacts Golf now. And if you're one of those people that just needs to have everything, even if you don't know too much about the sport, here are the guys to collect. Obviously, Tiger, Jack Nicklaus, Annika Sorenstam, Phil Mickelson, the biggest names in the PGA and the LPGA. But the rookies you need to watch here. Collin Morikawa, young guy from Southern California, wins the PGA Championship in dramatic fashion. He is a rookie in this set. And then you got Bryson DeChambeau. He's already gone viral. This dude looks like Bluto from Popeye, if anyone out there is above the age of 93 and understands what I'm talking about. But if you don't, look, that's Bluto right there. That's Bryson DeChambeau. It's the same guy. This dude has a name like Out of the Water Boy and hits the ball like he's Happy Gilmore. This guy is an absolute beast on the links. He's already got a major championship. He's a rookie in this. He's probably going to be the number one rookie to pull from this. But DeChambeau, Morikawa, 2 big rookies out of this set. One of the first sets of golf that Upper Deck has released in years. It's a hot product, and these are the 2 hottest names for sure. And let's wrap things up with the WNBA. The WNBA season tips off tonight, and there's a lot of big stories heading into this season. It's the 25th anniversary of the league, so expect a lot of pomp and circumstance. One of the biggest names in the league, Candace Parker, goes from Los Angeles to Chicago in a move that shocked a lot of fans. But I think the biggest story for collectors, at least, is going to be the play of Sabrina Ionescu, the number 1 pick in the 2020 NBA draft. If you've been following basketball, you know the story. Breaking records at Oregon. She's got that connection to Kobe Bryant as well, but her on-the-court play is undeniable. Looked like one of the most hyped prospects to come into the WNBA in years. Goes to the New York Liberty and gets hurt 3 games into the season. So we were denied the rookie year of Sabrina Ionescu, but she is back. The New York Liberty have more young talent. They drafted high this year in the 2021 draft, and there's not a 2021 WNBA Prism set out yet. There's going to be a lot of new young names eventually once that set hits, but right now, the big rookie card, if you bought those 2020 WNBA Prism sets, you got your Ionescu card, you're waiting for that payoff, now is the time. She can become the face of the WNBA, a transcendent superstar in the WNBA. It's only a matter of time. She can put it all together. Collector's going to be very happy. New York Liberty fans are going to be very happy. Oh, yeah, she plays in New York on top of it all. Sabrina Ionescu and the whole slate of WNBA superstars set for a huge 25th season. Definitely keep your eyes on that. All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for hanging out with me for the first edition of Hobby Stars of the Week. We're going to be dropping these every single Friday, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to Mojobreak Media for more content. Of course, the hype every Wednesday right here on Mojobreak Media. Stay tuned for much, much more right here. Thanks for watching. Peace.